Dear students of Honours Third Year, this is Tahmina Madam. Hope you are doing well and keeping up your studies as well. Today I am going to take the second class on Milton's Paradise Lost. In my previous class, I told about the poet John Milton and explained the prologue of this epic poem. In this class, I will summarize the poem. You have already known that Paradise Lost is an epic poem which I told you in my last class. And you know, an epic poem is a lengthy narrative poem which deals with the gods or other superhuman forces. So dear students, I will summarize the poem now. After the prologue, Milton asks the muse to describe what first led to Adam and Eve's disobedience. He answers himself that they were deceived into foul revolt by the infernal serpent who is Satan. According to the Bible, Satan was an angel who aspired to overthrow God and started a civil war in heaven. God defeated Satan and his rebel angels and threw them out of heaven. They fell through an abyss of 9 days and then landed in hell, where they lay stunned for 9 more days. The poem then focuses on Satan. He lies dazed in the lake of fire that is totally dark. Next to him is Beelzebub, Satan's second in command. Satan laments their current state and how far they have fallen from their previous glorious state as angels. He thinks that he has been defeated, but he does not regret his war against God. Satan remains resolved to ever do ill and try to convert God's works into evil. Satan then suggests they leave the burning lake and find shelter on a distant shore. Satan and his follower Beelzebub spread their wings and fly over the lake to a place of dry land. Satan compares the desolation of hell to the glory of heaven. He thinks that the mind is its own place and in itself if can make a heavens of hell, a hell of heaven, and he declares that it is better to reign in hell than serve in heaven. He commits himself to continue his fight against God. His only question now is whether to go back to open war or use more deceitful tactics. He mentions that God had spoken of a creative new world and that the devils might escape there and make a new home. The devils can change in size and shape, so they shrink from giants into dwarfs. So if we go through the poem, we will analyze the poem in this way, that like all epics, the tale begins in the middle of the action and the backstory has been explained later. But Milton inverts tradition by beginning with an antagonist, Satan, instead of a protagonist. Satan is the poem's most dynamic and interesting character. God arranges all his creation according to rank, and Satan upsets his order by trying to start a battle with God himself, the supreme monarch of all. Satan accepts that he has been defeated, but his pride is still too great to ask God for repentance. He continues to suffer inner turmoil over this decision. Like the greatest of epic poets, Milton's language is rich. Milton's list of warriors echoes similar lists in the Iliad and the Aeneid. These are the two other epic poems. But Milton reinforces the truth and the ambition of his epic by casting all other gods, including the Greek and Roman gods of earlier epics, as merely fallen angels leading ancient nations away from God's truth. Thank you, dear students.